What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome to VHP Engines. Alright, so what I've been thinking on recently is doing like a new installment specifically focused on the B series. Now, I know I haven't done this yet, and obviously I'm thinking about doing it now. I haven't done this yet for the B series, and I think the main reason why I haven't done it is because I've talked about the B series so much and various different posts and shit. But I think that there's still stuff that I can add to what I've already talked about and kind of consolidate the information a little bit more, a little bit better by going to each engine specifically and making it a topic. Plus, it'll also help me keep organized for people who are coming to the channel looking for a specific engine, because I have done it for J series, and I've done it for K series, and I've done it for D series, and now I've done it for H and F series. Although I think the H and F may still need a little bit more work because I haven't touched on the single cam version of that yet. Okay, so and the reason why I'm thinking about doing this, the reason why I'm considering doing this now as a full thing for B series, is mainly because of the B20. Excuse me. So yeah, as from you guys that have early subscribed, you know that wintertime's rolling around and I don't do so well in the winter. Cold weather kind of fucks me up. Anyway, I'm trying to struggle past this dying fucking voice of mine and talk to you guys. So anyway, going over the B20, more specifically, not just the B20 and B20 itself, but mainly we're going to focus on the B20 high compression, low compression. I do the quotes because there's not really a super high compression B20, but there are a couple different iterations of the B20, and they do come with variations in compression, and those variations in compression do make a difference in power output. And the reason why I kind of hesitated to make this video when I first came to mind several weeks ago is because I have spoke about the B20 and the compression differences. I used the B20 specifically to make a point, and I'll leave a tag that should be maybe over here popping up, just in case you want to see that, because I don't remember exactly what I said word for word. I'm not going to try and copy what I said word for word. I'm going to use another way of tackling the same subject, but I'll leave that there just to, like, if you really want to double down on exactly what I was saying. Okay, so we're not going to talk about the very first B20, the grandfather of the B series, the B20A. That, I guess we are going to talk about a little bit. That B20 comes out of the Prelude, like, was it the 3rd gen Prelude? I think it's that one that kind of looks like the same kind of body style as the CB7 Accord, but just a little bit more blocky. Kind of like a hash between the CB7 Accord and the EF sedan or coupe, I guess. I think they do come in 2 or 4 door. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong there. So anyway, we're going to start with the earliest version of B20 that is worth fucking looking at. And that is 95 to 97. Alright, so I'm just going to go from top to bottom here, looking at the list. There's 3 versions of displacement for the B20. And the B20 comes with 2 different heads. There's the 8.8 to 1 compression. There's the 9.2 to 1 and 9.6 to 1. Mainly the one you want to fuck with is the 9.6 to 1, and the 9.6 to 1 is the one I will consider the true high compression, because the 9.2 to 1 isn't the highest power version of this. And you're looking at the variations of power as low as 126 horsepower, upwards to 150, I do believe. Yes, 150 horsepower. Okay, and the winning factor of the B20 is, of course, the torque, which is coming in at 130 foot-pounds. And I guess I did make a mistake in not opening the B16, because, you know, everybody likes to compare B16 to B20, and which one's the better engine. I guess it really just depends on how you're going to plan the race. If you're planning on doing dig runs, or I guess very low mile per hour rolls, then the B20 is a stronger engine than the B16, because the torque difference will pull, but the B16 will win on the top end or on a highway roll. Even though I guess you really shouldn't be worried about rolling at a highway at those, you know, unless it's a pickup race or whatever. Okay, so anyway, the easiest way to identify the block you need. Like the high, it's a little bit more difficult for the medium compression one, but there's a way to lock in 100% on the highest compression one. The one is the most power output, and the difference between the low output and the high output for compression is the piston domes. And there's the AO pistons that come out of the low compression B20 and the medium range B20, and then there's the PHK pistons that come out of the high compression B20. And what you're looking for in to make sure that you have the highest compression one is the stamp on the block on the lower half, not on the top, not on the fucking head. The head will say P75 or P8R or something along those lines. And what you're really looking for to identify is on the back of the block, where the one I know I can remember offhand is it should be along the back bell housing, back side of the block, where it'll have a stamp that has PHK. And those PHK stamped blocks are the ones that come with PHK pistons, and that is the highest output. Those are the ones that make 150 horsepower. Now, to help identify a little bit more for the low to mid range compression is from what I'm seeing here, if I recognize it properly, this seems the difference. Oh, I was wrong. It's not just 921. I'm sorry. It's 881, 921, 941, and the 961. So there are two mid-range compression and one truly high compression. Now, from what I realize, or from what I'm gathering here, is that the one with the highest compression that has the PHK stamp will also come with a P75 head, which is the same head that comes on the B18. The differences of the head I'll get into in a follow-up video for this. So the ones with the medium range compression, generally speaking, have the P8R head. And the lowest ones will have the AO pistons with the P75 head. But anyway, this is just to help kind of clarify exactly what you're looking for. Like when you want to go get a B20, if you're hunting for a B20, and you're having maybe a little confusion at figuring out exactly which one you're looking at for the highest compression, because you want to get the highest powered B20, you want to get the B20 with the PHK stamps. And if I remember correctly here, if I'm seeing correctly, the PHK stamped B20 I don't believe comes with the P8R head. So for you guys that are in the know on the P8R head, the P8R head flows a little bit better and all that good stuff, and generally speaking makes it a little bit more power, or supposedly it does. I'll get into that in combinations for the B18 in another video. Anyway, I hope this helps some of you guys on picking a B20, for those of you guys that are picking one up, knowing about the high and low compression, and also knowing the difference is about, from the lowest power output to the highest power output, is about 25 horsepower and probably about 3 foot-pounds of torque. So, yeah, so when you're trying to find a B20, you're trying to find the powerful one, the best output, look for the one with the PHK stamps. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate thumbs up if you get if you got anything out of the video. All my social media stuff's in the link in the description below. And peace. See y'all next time.